Hi, friends and family. I hope you all are doing well. So, without any delay, let's dig into our blessings. Let's dig into the verses. I would not say verses, but let's dig into the stories that make us strong. And lately, I had been thinking about my focus. Like there are many things that tries to divert you from your focus. There are many things that try to take you away from the path that you are supposed to be walking, and you know when you are in that process you can't blame anyone. So I was just reading my Bible and I just got reminded of two stories which are very close to my heart, and I love the stories. The first one is of King David and the second one is of Peter from the New Testament. Both stories I hope you all have heard, and the first story is from 1 Samuel 19. We all know that King Saul was getting jealous of King David, though David had not become king, and he was being jealous, and he was trying to kill him without David noticing that Saul wants to kill him. So just imagine this setup, like David was playing the harp for the king, and Saul was in his mind thinking to kill David, and he just picks up a spear and throws it at David. So you can imagine how the situation was there, and it just makes my bones chill. So thinking about the situation, but David was, he was playing the harp and he was worshiping. So that harp, through the music he was worshiping, and then Saul tried to kill him with a spear, but the spear did not hit him, uh, though it went right in front of him, but it did not touch him, it did not hurt him. So I was trying to get something out of this verse, and I just many years ago I had heard preachers say, like, when your focus is on God, there's nothing that will harm you. And yeah, this story made me realize, like, David's focus, complete focus, was on God. David's complete focus was not on the things that is happening here in the present moment. And he was not focused on, like Saul trying to kill him. He was not afraid of his life, but he was just fully focused in his worship towards God. And, you know, in the another story, it's about Peter, and you all know this story as well, like Peter walking on water, which is in Matthew 14. um, you can see, like, Jesus is walking on the water and Peter also decides to walk on the water. He decides to walk with Jesus on the water, so he tells Jesus to call him out. So Jesus calls him, and Jesus calls him, and he steps out of the boat. He just takes 2 3 steps and then he falls down. Looking at the waves, he just gets overwhelmed by the fury of the waves that is surrounding him, and he just drowns. And that's when Jesus holds out his hands and he just pulls Peter out of that water. So here also I got to learn, like, there is a takeaway from this story also. Like, when you are focused on Jesus, the first instance Peter was focusing on Jesus and he was being able to walk. If someone tells you to walk in the waters which is full of all the waves, and personally, if someone has to ask me, I don't really like getting inside the waters, because I'm afraid of all the creatures that is inside the waters, which I am not being able to see. And if someone calls me to walk on the water, probably I will not have the courage, I will not have the audacity to walk on water. But Jesus calls Peter, and when Peter's focus was on Christ, he is able to walk. But when his focus gets diverted by the waves, by the sounds of the winds, you know just feel it yourself, like, you are walking on water, Jesus is calling you, but suddenly your focus gets diverted. You see here and there, and you see all the you know dark things, like the situations, the bad things happening around you, and you feel like they will just overtake you. So Peter drowns, and from here we can find and we can see that if your focus is on Christ, there's nothing that you can't do. And the most important is your focus can get diverted. I'm not saying it won't get diverted, it can get diverted, but you have to realize that you have to keep your focus on Christ. You have to keep your focus on the one who is your source, and there's nothing that you can't do. Like walking on water is an impossible task, and staying focused and facing the enemy, that is also one thing I learned from the Old Testament through King David. So you know as I said earlier, life is filled with chaos, life is filled with so many things that can divert you from your focus, that can steal away your peace. But keep your eyes fixed on Christ, keep your eyes fixed on God, and you will know for sure that there's nothing that you can't do. For God is with you, and He loves you, and He cares for you. So yeah, it's a beautiful journey. Life is a beautiful journey, and yeah, live it, or spend every day focusing on Christ. And please don't divert your focus through all the temporary things that are happening in your life right now. So I hope this was a blessing to you guys, and yeah, see you guys again next time. Bye.